The next highest upvoted question from Jose refers to Ray Kurzweil. He says he's sure by 2045 we'll have the rejuvenation technologies cheaply for everybody, and we will be able to live indefinitely young. What do you think about this timeline?
Yeah, great question. I'm a big fan of Ray Kurzweil. I read his books when I was young. The Age of the Spiritual Machines is a very nice one. I can recommend everyone. I met him a couple of times. So he's really an inspiration for me. I think I also very closely follow up all the new interventions in biotech to live longer, gene editing, gene therapies, epitranscriptomic modifications, epigenetic reprogramming, and so on. It's all fascinating, but I still think nutrition is very important. Why? Because, first of all, there is this concept of longevity escape velocity. It's important to eat very healthy, to live very healthy, so you can stay long enough around to profit from these new technologies that will come up in the next decades. That's very important. Secondly, even with all these technologies, healthy nutrition and healthy lifestyle is still going to be very important for several reasons. First of all, if you eat unhealthy food, you have just less quality of life. If I eat a plate of spaghetti with red meat, I'm tired after the meal, and it's called a food coma or a post-food coma. Anyway, so in that way, if I eat healthy and I take supplements and I exercise and sleep well, I feel so much better, so much productive, clear-headed, and so on. And so healthy food is important in whatever future. And also very important, if you eat healthy, you will need these new biotechnologies much less. For example, imagine there is a new technology like epigenetic reprogramming, and you have to do it every 5 years or every 10 years. You get infused with Yamanaka factors that epigenetically reprogram your body to a bit more youthful state, or you take some crosslink breakers that reduce wrinkles. You will need these therapies every 5 or 10 years, but you can postpone these therapies by eating healthy. And then you need it perhaps instead of every 5 years, every 10 years, and so on. So therefore, I think healthy nutrition is still very, very important to stay around for long enough to profit from always novel technologies coming out, because they won't be there suddenly at 2040. So they can take even longer, because the problem with biotech is very slow, because you need phase 1, 2, and 3 trials. Takes 15 years from idea to approved therapy. So anyway, so it's not going to show up there very quickly yet, unfortunately, and therefore it's important to eat healthy, to stay around for long enough to profit from these new technologies, and just to feel better for every moment of the day.
I love that question and love that answer. Thank you, sir.